Guys, can you look straight ahead, please? Straight ahead. And sight right. To your right.
Who here is a fan of Millie Bobby Brown? That definitely feels odd to ask as you're watching a video currently about her and her boyfriend, so we hope that some of you like her anyway. Anyway, she and Jake Bongiovi have been together for some time now, and people are itching for details about them big and small. Mainly because Millie's profile in Hollywood is rising to new heights, and so the superstar's life is getting dissected more and more every day. So we do feel bad for her, to be honest, but if you just want a timeline of how they met and where they are now, we can help you with that. Number 8, their arrival as a couple. The first time we saw Millie and Jake Bongiovi together came in June of 2021 when Jake posted a cute selfie of the pair during a car ride with the caption BFF. At the time, Millie herself also joined in to comment BFF. Of course, it's not known whether the pair were just BFFs at this point or whether they were already dating. But either way, the pic marks the start of a long line of selfies from these two that fans naturally ate up. Shortly after the car ride selfie, Millie and Jake were photographed holding hands together while out for a walk in New York, in pictures published by People. In the snaps, the pair can be seen strolling hand in hand, with Jake also carrying Millie's dog Winnie and a tote bag on his shoulder. In July, it was Millie's turn to take to the gram, teasing fans with a selfie of her and Jake posted on her Instagram story. "Happy weekend," she wrote, alongside a picture of her resting her face on Jake's head with her arm wrapped around his shoulder. Now, following the initial car ride post, Jake then followed up with a bunch of Insta selfies alongside Millie, with the pair seen to be enjoying the winter months together. Pics included a sweet CCTV camera selfie, plus a photo captioned, "We're starting a band, send name ideas." And we're pretty sure that a lot of their fans sent them band name ideas, though whether any of them were actually selected, we can't say at present. Number 7, more posts. November seemed to mark the first of Millie's public Instagram grid posts featuring Jake, though Jake's identity was pretty well concealed. Millie posted a picture of the pair sharing a sweet hug while enjoying a trip on the London Eye, with both of their faces blurred and Jake remaining untagged. The actress captioned the post with some emojis, with fans in the comments speculating that it was indeed Jake in the pic. Millie and Jake seem to spend the festive period together, with Millie posting a selfie of the pair on Christmas Day captioned, "Happy Holidays." So that was a significant thing, as spending holidays together is always meant to be a big step. Number 6, 2022. Celebrating Millie's 18th birthday in February, the duo dressed up as Barbie and Ken, posting a set of matching selfies on Instagram. And the pics are iconic in the eyes of most of their fan base. Seriously, they are a rabid group at times. Sharing the snap to her own grid, Millie wrote, "Hey Ken," while Jake's post featured the caption, "Happy birthday Barbie, I love you." The 2022 BAFTAs saw Millie and Jake making their red carpet debut as a couple at the Royal Albert Hall in London. The pair posed for pictures together, with Jake glancing down adorably at Millie while she rested her hand on his chest. Have you ever seen such a stylish group? I didn't think so. Millie also shared a snap from the night on Instagram alongside a string of love heart emojis, while Jake shared a video from the red carpet, adding to his own love hearts to the mix. So they have talked about one another in interviews, but they have rarely gone into depth. For example, while they are very much together, they aren't unified on all their likes. Millie herself said that they don't like the same things, including their musical tastes. But that hasn't stopped them from having the time of their lives and posting all sorts of things on social media to this day. In fact, they're doing an atypical thing by having their relationship be as private as possible outside of posting on Instagram and such. So if you really want to learn more about those two, you'll just have to wait for the pictures that they post. So now let's dive into Millie Bobby Brown's life and reveal some rather interesting facts about her, shall we?
I think she knows what happened to her.
Number 5, 11. So Millie Bobby Brown landed the role of 11 while she was living in England, and therefore did much of the auditioning process virtually. There is a twist in this tale though, as it wasn't until she was face to face with the Duffers, who are the showrunners, at the final audition that she was told she had to shave her head in order to have 11's look for the first season. Brown recalls the exact moment she learned about the fate of her hair, saying, "So I'm standing in the room with them and Ross Duffer comes over to me and is just like, bzzz on my head. And I'm like, what's that mean? And Ross said, well, you've got to shave your head." But in arguably a big twist, she was fine with it. The person who wasn't fine with it though was her mother, who happened to be there at the time. To get her to go along with it, the Duffers gave her a split screen of her and Charlize Theron in Mad Max Fury Road. She was told to have Theron's frame of mind and use her awesome look for motivation, which worked, and thus the shaved head look was completed. It definitely wasn't what she was expecting from her breakout experience, but in hindsight, it was a worthy sacrifice for the cause. A cause that has helped her in every way imaginable, if we can be blunt. Number 4, Stephen King. One of the coolest things about her audition for 11 was that back in 2014, she had her status as an actress boosted by the one and only Stephen King. Yep, he saw her on the BBC show Intruders, in which she had a starring role, but the show only went for one season, and said that she was terrific and wondered if all modern child actors were like her. Now that is high praise coming from a guy who knows how to do stories and cast people in roles. Granted, he wasn't the reason she was hired, but it is fair to say that he helped. Plus, even the Duffer Brothers were quick to mention that endorsement because that's not one that you expect to happen. One can only imagine what would have happened if King hadn't watched that show. Number 3, she loves the Kardashians. Hey, everyone has their fanboy, fangirl moments, and this is hers. As she revealed on Jimmy Fallon one time, she loves the Kardashians. And by loves, we mean it in every way you can possibly say it. She said to Fallon that she follows them on social media, probably all the platforms that they're on, which is quite a few, and that she watches the show and then went on to mimic them all with their catchphrases, and did them each with pitch-perfect accuracy at points. Plus, she thinks they're great, which definitely puts her in a minority of people who think they're indeed the bee's knees. We're just saying. Number 2, UNICEF ambassador. Though still in her teens, Brown has often been described as mature, and the fact that she's become UNICEF's youngest ever Goodwill ambassador proves that she has a grown-up outlook. Since 2018, when she obtained the role, she has used her platform to address bullying, climate change, and gun violence, among other topics. Which is really cool for her to be doing, and to be doing it at such a young age. But because of her star power and influence, she's definitely one to be able to get the word out and try and change people's thoughts on things. Number 1, her future. One of the reasons that Millie is so popular right now isn't just because of Stranger Things, but because of how good she is at acting. She was very much a person who was very good, but on a bad, lukewarm show. Hence why it took so long to get her to Stranger Things level of success. She's already been in blockbusters, starred in movies on Netflix, and has many more things lined up, including Enola Holmes 2, which recently got a trailer that fans already love. So we can't say for sure that her time with Jake will be forever, but they are enjoying the time they have together right now, and that is what matters. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Millie and Jake and what the two are doing in their relationship? Are you happy that Millie has found someone to connect with on such a deep level? What do you hope to see from this couple in the future? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you next time on the channel.